Welcome to our History Quiz Challenge. Think you know history? Test yourself with these 20 questions that span thousands of years and see if you're a history buff. Here's how it works. I'll read each question and give you 5 seconds to answer. During the countdown, shout out your answers, or if you want to keep score, type them in the comments or grab a pen and paper to track your points. Let's start with the first question. Which civilization is known for building the pyramids? The answer is ancient Egypt. The Egyptians built the pyramids over 4,000 years ago as tombs for their pharaohs. Who was the British queen with the longest reign until recently? And the answer is Queen Victoria. She ruled from 1837 to 1901 until Queen Elizabeth II surpassed her. Which empire built the Great Wall of China? Answer is the Qin dynasty. The wall's construction began during the Qin dynasty to defend against invasions. Who was the first emperor of Rome? And the answer is Augustus. Augustus, originally named Octavian, became the first Roman emperor in 27 BCE. In which year did World War II end? And the answer is 1945. The war concluded after Japan surrendered on September 2, 1945. What was the name of the ship that famously sank in 1912? And the answer is Titanic. The RMS Titanic sank on its maiden voyage after hitting an iceberg. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the USA? The answer is France. It was gifted in 1886 to celebrate freedom and democracy. Which U.S. president abolished slavery? And the answer is Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. Which civilization invented the first system of writing? And the answer is Sumerians. The Sumerians developed cuneiform writing in ancient Mesopotamia around 3400 BCE. Where did the Renaissance begin? The answer is Italy. The Renaissance was a cultural movement that began in 14th century Italy. Who was known as the Maid of Orleans in French history? Answer is Joan of Arc. She led French forces in the 100 Years' War before being executed. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? And the answer is Joseph Stalin. Stalin was the head of the Soviet Union from the mid-1920s until his death in 1953. What year did Neil Armstrong land on the moon? The answer is 1969. Armstrong became the first human to step on the moon on July 20th, 1969. Which philosopher wrote The Republic? And the answer is Plato. Plato was an ancient Greek philosopher who wrote about ideal governance in the Republic. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? The answer is Margaret Thatcher. Thatcher served from 1979 to 1990, known as the Iron Lady. What was the name of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America in 1620? And answer is the Mayflower. The Mayflower carried pilgrims from England to America, landing in present-day Massachusetts. In which year did the Berlin Wall fall? The answer is 1989. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9th, 1989, signaling the end of the Cold War. Who is known as the father of the Constitution in the USA? And the answer is James Madison. Madison played a major role in drafting and promoting the Constitution and Bill of Rights. Who led India's independence movement with nonviolent resistance? And the answer is Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi's principles of nonviolence and civil disobedience inspired India's freedom movement. Which European country was the first to start the age of exploration? And the answer is Portugal. Portuguese explorers like Vasco da Gama pioneered sea routes to Africa and Asia. Well done, history champs. How many did you get right? Let us know your score in the comments and see if you can beat others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell for more quizzes, fun facts, and history mysteries. Thanks for playing. See you next time for more challenges.